Thank you, Steven, for joining us here. This is 28 years in the making, and you're the guy that created it, and there's going to be all this buzz now amongst all the fans that have been waiting all this time, and they're going to have the dialogue and the discussion. But what do you think of the new Tron Legacy?
I'm amazed and delighted. I think the film works on many levels, and it turned out better than I could have expected. When the process started, I was really worried that the next generation was going to take over Tron, and Joe Kosinski was a first-time director, and Sean, hadn't made this kind of film before, and there were some sleepless nights in the beginning, and now I sleep like a baby, and I don't worry about them. I'm amazed and delighted to see how they embrace the film, how they embrace the technology, and how it really belongs more to them now than my generation. They have really perfected working with this technology, and I think the film shows it. I do worry about my generation for other reasons, and because the hour is getting late, and I know what the next generation stands for, but I'm still not sure whether we stand for the things we used to stand for back when we made Tron. The idealism, a lot of that idealism has gotten lost, and I like to think that in the process of making this film, some of that idealism is going to come back.
Interesting. Let's hope. So what do you look forward to next now? I mean, this has been a long time in the works. Is there going to be a whole franchise of new Tron movies?
It's definitely a challenge, and I wish I could say we have a lot of gas left in the tank, but at this point we put everything we had into making this film. So I think what's next is a vacation, probably, for most of everyone, and then we'll see how the audience feels about it. But we feel really pretty positive about it, and I really like the characters. I love the cast, so I think there's a lot of directions it could go, and certainly there are a lot of themes having to do with how we're going to continue to interact with this technology that could be explored.
What's your favorite part in terms of the groundbreaking technology of this movie, especially in terms of the 3D? What do you think worked the best?
Well, I love the Clue character. I knew Jeff, when he was young, and when I look at the Jeff, his age now, it's one of those things where I still see the young Jeff when I look at him, the sparkle in his eyes is the same. And so that now to see the young Jeff as a virtual character lines up with my memory of Jeff. It's thematically really interesting. Are we going to become programs, or are we going to be users? That's a little bit of our choice.
And tell me about the 1982, your film. What's the future of that for Blu-ray and maybe a 3D remake, all that?
I just remastered it, and it was like I died and went to movie heaven. I never thought I would get to go back in and tweak it again. And it was ironic because I was using super digital, visual tools to fix things that have bothered me for decades in a film about the future of these tools. It was really satisfying, and when the time is right, that picture is going to come back. Right now, the focus is completely on Tron Legacy, of course, and I think Disney has plans that are pretty ambitious about where to go with that. So that's exciting too.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.